Hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was having technical difficulties as usual, but I'm so glad you guys are here. We have to talk tonight. See who's here. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Apple. Jesse, RD, Road, Candy. Thank you guys for joining me. Um, Trump is doing a lot of, Orange Peel is doing a lot of crazy things, guys. Hi, Candy. And I wanted to see. First of all, I want to look at his energies because I want to see. I think we need to keep check on his energies because it just seems like he's just doing some really outlandish things. Hi, Michelle. And with that parade coming up Saturday, I'm pretty sure Saturday, it's this weekend. I want to see how that's going to go because the last time I read on it, it looks like everything was going to be okay. Hi, Carol. Looked like everything was going to be good. But now that he's called out the National Guard and the Marines, I think something might have changed. So I'm going to look at that. Hi, Barbara, and see if anything's changed. And then I want to look at exactly the mix about it. And I want to look at exactly why this is happening. Why? Well, we know that he's hiding something. Anytime something gets close to him personally, or whatever he's doing, whatever they're doing behind the scenes, they come up with something, some reason to make things happen so that we look the other way. So I want to take a look at that. And I got my notes here, guys. So I don't get too off track, because as you guys know, I will. So I'm glad you guys are here today. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure that I was going to go on today, but then after so many things were happening, I thought I should take a look at some of these things. And of course, when I pull, I want you guys to see what's happening too. So I decided to just wait and do it all at the same time. And just light my candle, guys. My lighting was all messed up, guys. I couldn't get my lighting to work. I don't know if it's because of the storms or whatever, but finally I got it to work, and I didn't check it, of course, until the last minute, until I decided that I was going to come up here and go live. I should have checked it before, but normally everything works out. But this time, of course, I had a problem. Okay, so we're going to look at, first of all, the parade and see what the energies are around the parade. Let me just make sure the date. I think it's Saturday, though, guys, right? Let's see. Oh, hi, Nathan. Candy, yes, I do need to get in touch with some others to collaborate with them. That would be fun. I just haven't had a chance. I haven't had time to really email anybody, but yeah, I would love to do that. I need to know when is Trump's parade. I'm pretty sure it's Saturday, but I just like to make sure. And okay, well, starts at 6:30. 6:30. Why is it starting so late? Saturday, June 24th. It honors the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army and also coincides with his birthday. So I wonder why it's starting so early. Anyway, things are happening in New York also, guys. Hi, Olivia. 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So that means it's going to go, it may even go into the evening when it gets a little dark. Is this right? Okay. Okay, so the military demonstrations, a festival starting around 2 p.m. So basically, yeah, it's going to start earlier. That's what I says. Gates open at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and the parade begins at 6:30 p.m. with the event wrapping up at 9:30 p.m. I think that's kind of late because it's getting dark. Around 9 it starts getting dark, and so I guess at 6:30 is when the parade begins, but the festivities start earlier. So, wow. Hi, Shalom. How are you? Thank you for being here. So, I can see my shadow. See, my lighting is off, but that's okay. Anyway, let's look at the parade. And then we're going to look at him in specifically him, and see what the energies are around him. Hi, Flawed. Hi, Andion. All right, Spirit. Tell me about the parade that's happening on Saturday, June 14th. What does that look like? Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only, and everything's allegedly. Okay? All right. Parade Spirit. Okay, he shows up at the bottom of the deck, guys. There's the devil showing up. He always shows up. It's either that or I'm asking about the parade. I was going to say that or the tower, but I didn't ask about him specifically. Okay, so first card up we have is it's the Four of Swords. This is normally about retreat, solitude, and that kind of thing. But to me, in this particular case, it may be, we're talking about parade, so it may be like there is a showing of power of some sort, okay, in which he's going to have, there's going to be tanks and things, I think, out there. 6,600 soldiers, 150 ground vehicles, 50 aircrafts. Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty much, well, the whole thing, if it's a military parade, it is about strength and that kind of thing. But they're attaching his birthday. So I'm going to say this is about showing power, strength, power, that kind of thing. And then we have justice. Now, why would justice cross this? Justice is the challenge for this power that's showing up. So it may be, justice is also about bringing equality and that kind of thing. But I'm going to have to look deeper into this because it's about balance, truth, fairness. So who's the justice for, guys? We're talking specifically about the parade. And then we have the emperor. We have justice. We have the emperor. And of course, we know that emperor is all about leadership, respect. The emperor likes keeping things like following the rules, the structure. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking it's basically about the military presence, period. Because we're talking about justice, strength, fairness, balance, all that kind of stuff. In the recent past, we have the moon, which is about the illusion, about the things that are hidden. See, now we're getting into the things about him and the reason that he's having this done, this parade. So let's see what's crowning it. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. This pretty much sums him up. When she's in the reverse, she's very cruel. She's bitchy. She's, she has that sword, but when she's in the reverse and brings that sword down on you, it's about being bitter and cold-hearted and that kind of thing. So we're talking about the parade, but like I said, I feel like we're kind of adjusting and moving now into him because this illusion, he's trying to put on he's trying to show his power in a sense. It's not just about the parade. Then we have the Page of Cups. So there may be some kind, why would there be an offer? Okay, so we're going to get some kind of message about some kind of offer. So is this parade going to go off like without a hitch? I don't know. Let's look at more. Okay, so we have in the reverse. We have the five of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Five of Pentacles, guys, that's about feeling out in the cold. But since it's in the reverse, we're talking about poverty and loss and, you're normally feeling out in the cold. You've lost. But it can also be about it's about finances, of course, but the structure. We have these coins here. We're talking about structure. We're talking about a plan. We're talking about security. So loss of security. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And I see all these reverse cards coming up, guys. It makes me think that something isn't right. Something is off. So we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So it's about emotional loss, feeling empty, repressed emotions. Again, why would that show up for the parades? So I think in this case, since cups also talk about relationships, this is a loss Yeah, because the people are upset because of all the things that he's done, and including now wanting to use the Insurrection Act, doing things illegally, and that kind of thing. He's trying to find loopholes and so that he can call martial law and all that kind of stuff. And I think this is the people, how they're feeling right now, um, or how they will be feeling on that day. He's going to take center stage like it's his birthday, and the parade is all about him. He may lose more of his MAGA when this happens on Saturday. And then we have, of course, the betrayal, seven of swords, the betrayal, the deception, the trickery. We all know that this parade is. When we think of him, we always think about trickery. We always think about him trying to get away with something because that's where he's always been. We know that we can't trust him. And we know that there's always something happening in the background when he shows up. But there's going to be the final outcome is that he's trying to maintain control. Okay, he's been on the defensive a lot, especially since Leon has been talking about him and all that kind of stuff. So this is his way of maintaining control. And even with the calling out the Marines and the National Guards and that kind of thing, and just having the ICE pick up people off the street, it's about him being in control. So I need to dig a little deeper on this, Spirit. What else can you tell us? We got that devil at the bottom of the deck. I think I'm going to use a different deck. Okay. What lies beneath is what I think I'll use. Let's see if there's anything else Spirit can tell us how it's going to go off. How is the parade in which Trump is celebrating his birthday? How will it go off, Spirit? Okay, we have depression, total drama. Total drama. Something's going to happen. And we have expecting a new beginning. There's a child on here. Like parents holding a child, expecting a new beginning. Well, there's going to be some drama. I don't know if, oh, this is about the women. This is about the women, this depression here. Now, I'm wondering, I know that people are probably going to, they may protest. They may protest this parade. So let's see. I'm going to use my pendulum. Okay, Spirit. Show me yes. Thank you. Show me no. Thank you. My name is Mary. Thank you. Okay. Spirit. Will there be any drama happening at the parade? Yes. Will people be safe? Wow. No. See, that changed, guys, because before I got that, we were, it was going to go off pretty well. Okay. But like I said, now that he's done the things that he's done, something may change, definitely. Okay. So, will Orange Peel be at the parade, Spirit? Will he be at the parade? Okay, so he is going to be there. Thank you, Spirit. Um, will there be any clashing with the protesters? Will there be clashing with the protesters? Yes. Okay, so we know that the protesters probably won't be able to get exactly right up to where the parade is going on, because I'm sure they're going to have that all boarded off or whatever. But there may be something going on outside of the parade. They're going to try to disrupt it in some kind of way. Will the protesters try to disrupt the parade, Spirit? Yes. Spirit, will there be any unaliving? Will there be any unaliving during this parade? Wow. I'm getting yes, guys. I feel like things have just heated up now since he's doing all these crazy things. So we'll have to keep our eyes on it every day, basically, to see if the energies change or what's going on with it. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to look at his health. I want to look at his health and see the energy around Orange Peel's health. All right. Spirit, give me. Yeah, Joyce, I think I just answered your question. I see it now. You said, will there be bloodshed? And it looks like there may be some. There may be some from what I just got. Hold on, guys. Let me check something real quick here. I'm still here. One moment. Okay. Just making sure everything is right. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Witch Digital. Hi, Roger. Peaceful Warrior. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah, Governor Newsom. Let's look at, yeah. Right now, we're going to look at the energies around Orange Peel right now. Let's look at the Orange Peel, the energies around Orange Peel, Spirit. Can you tell us what's going on with him? The energies around Orange Peel. Thank you, Roger. Hi, Latoya. Okay, Spirit, give me the information I need concerning Orange Peel. What's going on with him right now, Spirit? Really energies around him. But the thing about it, guys, this is really all illegal. And I think that's why Governor Newsom is taking him to court concerning this. He can't just do this. He's just throwing his authority around like he's a king. Okay, Spirit, tell me about Trump's health. What's going on with his health right now, Spirit? Okay, I think that for some reason his health is being watched, but it's like we have this Wheel of Fortune showing up here. Well, we're not only talking about karma, but we're talking about time. Um, it's time in the White House may be cut. I'm reading these literally like what I'm seeing in the cards right now. His health is being watched, but he's also trying to get away with something. And there's going to be some kind of new action taken. What else, Spirit? Yeah, people are watching him too. Yeah, here we got the world. Okay, so we know that the world is watching him, watching everything he's doing. But this is also about completion. Okay, so something is going to be coming to a completion, and he's making plans. Guys, he's really making plans to leave. And I saw that before. There's a lot of secrets going on behind it. That's the high priestess. And, he's taking some kind of action here. Of course, he's in a leadership role because he is who he is, although it was faked. Then we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. These are both about taking action, but in different ways. This is about a leader being in leadership, taking action. I mean, doing a lot of talking, and maybe he's working with some woman. Ooh, who's this woman? Pam Bondi? Okay. We have more wands here. We have the Nine of Wands. Again, we're coming to an end of a cycle in which he's been trying to stand his ground. Actually, I think he's been trying to stay out of jail, but you don't have to worry about that. They were never going to put him in jail anyway. So his wishes are going to come true. I think he's on his way out. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So he's really focused, but again, we're focusing on the security. This could also talk about his health. So this could be something new that comes out concerning his health also, guys. So it just confirms that he's trying to get out of town, that he has health problems. His time in the White House is definitely limited. He's on his way out. And with what's going on with him and Muskrat, because I don't think, we haven't, I think that it's we haven't paid attention to it as much because of all of the protests and that kind of thing, and him calling out the National Guard and the Marines and all that kind of thing. See, this is his point. This overpowers anything that Muskrat is saying about him. See, he knows how to deflect, or the people that around him, they know how to deflect. And this is how they're doing it. So, okay, I got to let some air in, guys. The only thing about my lights is they do get to be kind of hot. If Trump and family exit to another country, another and experts at bankruptcy. Will they survive? Yeah. Apple, I think they'll survive. If you're talking about him and his family exiting to another country, um, he's making all that money on that stupid coin that has no value. Don't forget that. He's already figured out a way. Got a smoothie here, guys. Yeah, let's read on Gavin Newsom. See what's happening with him. Yeah. Yeah, it makes money because people are silly. Hi, Nicholas. I'll look at that too. Yeah, they'll survive. Apple. Okay, looks like I got a lot of questions coming in. Okay, let's look at Gavin Newsom. First, that's important because, Orange Peel wants to take over the state of California because he doesn't like Gavin Newsom, of course. I mean, he doesn't like the state of California, period, but Gavin Newsom wouldn't bend down to him. He stood up to him. So he has a problem with that. Okay, Spirit, what's going on? Gavin Newsom. Maybe okay. What's going on with Gavin Newsom, Spirit? Wow. Okay, we get the Hierophant, which is telling me they're watching here, and there's going to be some kind of change when it comes to Gavin Newsom and California because of what he's done. I see this light here, which means that there is a lot of focus being put on Gavin Newsom, of course, because of what's happening in California. Then we have the Ace of Cups here, which tells me that there's something new is going to happen, something emotional, in a sense. So let's keep going. There is going to be some kind of risk taken. But what is that? I got to clarify that. We have the Fool. Three of Wands. He's making plans. I got to find out who's making plans because we have the Tower. We have the Tower here. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So he's carrying a heavy, heavy load. The burden on him right now is very heavy. But we can also look at this as he's been carrying a heavy burden, but something may change that. I keep looking at this Hierophant here. So he may get the help that he needs. Let's just clarify, because he has he is trying to stop what he's doing. So let's clarify the Hierophant. Yeah, he's hoping that some action is taken against Orange Peel, and this is very emotional for Gavin Newsom. So some kind of change is going to happen. I want to look at this Fool card, though, Spirit. Let's clarify. News coming quickly. He may be able to stop this. He may be able to make Orange Peel retreat. The news is coming fast. And we have the Ace of Swords. We're talking about something, the truth, and something being cut away here. And then we have a celebration. Clarify. Three of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. And in this case, I think we're talking about being focused on bringing things back into order, harmony, bringing harmony back. There is going to be, some grief behind it as far as he goes. Of course, he's grieving his city being, his state being taken over like it is by ICE, and now having everything all up in the air and that kind of thing. But then we have another six here, the Six of Cups. So, yeah, I really think that things are going to come back to order in a sense. I mean, not all the way back to normal, but some things are going to be able to be balanced for him when it comes to that. Now, this Tower. Now, see, I'm taking that Tower as being, everything has to basically fall before he can get everything back in order the way that it should be. He's very worried. He's upset because, of course, we know that he's upset because of the way he didn't give Orange Peel the okay to do this. And normally it should go through the state when something like this happens. Even when they call out the National Guard, the governor or the who's ever in charge should be able to say, okay, let's do it. We need this help. But no, he just went over his head. And so he's worried. He's feeling that like he was left out. But we have the Ace of Wands, which is telling me some new action is going to be taken. This is why I'm saying, guys, I feel like he's going to be able to do something with this lawsuit that he's filing against Orange Peel. And so things will get better as far as California goes. Now we have the Three of Cups. Not only California, but him. We know that he's worried, he's upset, and that kind of thing. So here we go again. We're clarifying this Ten of Wands, which, like I said, we can think about this as the burden being lifted in a sense, because we're at the end. He's very burdened now. And we have celebration. We have secrets coming out about Orange Peel. It's King of Pentacles here. Looks like he's holding an orange in his hands, guys. But anyway, I think that right now, yeah, he's fine. I don't think that I didn't see where anything was going to happen to him. or anything like that, but he's worried. He's very worried. He's very upset. He's filing the lawsuit against Orange Peel, and I think that is going to go in his favor. So that's good to hear. Let's see if anybody else. I saw a lot of questions. Yeah. Popcorn sounds good, Roger. I think we all should let's just hope. I don't know if I can bear to watch it when if he's, I don't know. I may have to just look at the headline. Yeah, it looks like he's going to win his lawsuit. Let me double check with my pendulum, but those cards look like he wouldn't win his lawsuit. Spirit. Will Gavin Newsom win his lawsuit against Orange Peel? I'm getting yes. He's going to win it. Yep. He'll win. I hope they don't drag their feet on it, though, and, prolong this. Yeah, he filed the lawsuit. Donald Trump tacos. Okay, let's see. So they're talking crazy towards him. Well, that's good because what's happening is that they're being affected now. Okay, so I wanted to look at, somebody had a good question. I gotta find it. I think that was, I should have pinned it. I'm going back. Okay, Nathan. T, please look at whether Orange Dummy ordered his Proud Boys and Klansmen to be able to break into LAPD's quartermasters, stealing uniforms, guns, and whatnot through his illegal. Wow. Spirit. Are Orange Peel's Proud Boys and Klansmen acting as ICE? First question. Are they ICE? Yes. Okay. Were they ordered to break into the LAPD's quartermasters, steal equipment and uniforms? Did they do that? Did they steal equipment and uniforms? Yes. Yes, they did. So he did deputize them? Did Orange Peel deputize the Proud Boys and his Klansmen to do his dirty work? Okay. Says yes. I just don't think people are going to go for this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think people are going to go for this. Okay, let's see. Apple wanted to know, I don't think I read on it, Apple. I've read it, but I didn't read on it. You want to know if Trump and family exit to another country, and experts at bankruptcy, will they survive? Will Trump and his family survive, Spirit, if they exit to another country? Yeah. There's no telling how much he's stolen from us, period. From the United States, from the people of the United States, and where he's put the money in. Yeah. Pam Bondi is covering up his crimes. That's why her name came to me as I was reading on him. Wow. They can't help but to lay people off. With the economy going the way it's going, I mean, they laid off so many people that, or not laid off, but they've taken so many people's jobs, fired so many people and that kind of thing, that it's going to make a difference. People aren't buying stuff. People are afraid. IT. I think Orange might have ordered. Yeah. Okay. That's what I've just read that one. Okay. I'm going to go back down. Oh, wait a minute. Sissy says the LA riots is what Mary saw, where she said there will be blood spilled. I think this is going to be worse. Yeah. Yeah. Worse than the George Floyd riots. Yeah. All I'm saying is, guys, you just be careful out there. If you don't have to be, I know some people want to get involved, but if you don't have to, don't. Yeah. It's been scary. It's like, what's going to happen next? I guess we can read on it. Apple said they'll probably bring in tanks. Yeah. But I thought they were supposedly didn't want to do that. Yeah, the parade is not going to go as planned. It's not going to be smooth sailing. That's for sure, Joyce. It's not going to be smooth sailing. Johnny come lately. 1775 restored republic, the unlawful foreign private for-profit DC corporation, which formerly owned, operated by the enemy Vatican Church of Satan, is dead, bankrupt, and has never been a part of the states. Yeah. I guess that's true in a sense, but we consider it a part. It's Washington, D.C. It's not really a part. If you look at it technically, it's not. But, oh, I see what you're saying. That way, that's how he can do some of the things he's doing, like in Washington, D.C. Oh, yeah, I get that. True. Yeah. They're not considered a state. It's not considered a state. Okay, that's a good question. Flawed to perfection. She says it's a feud over between Donald and Leon. Spirit. It's a feud over between Donald and Leon. No. And it was going there quickly. No, it's not. It's as far as his Orange Peel wants it to be over because Leon has too much information. He knows where all the, as they say, bodies are buried. He knows where all that is. And so Orange Peel wants to try to keep him quiet. So he may not stir up as much, but trust me, if he gets the opportunity, they're both kind of like stabbing each other in the back. Now, Orange Peel, this is one way he's getting everything off of him by calling in these troops and stuff like that. We knew the parade was going to go on anyway, but calling in the National Guard and these troops and causing havoc in states, just like New York right now. It's like, you know, they'll probably be next. Hopefully, Gavin Newsom will get the lawsuit against him going, you know, and that'll mean that he can't be bringing people, because actually, guys, the Marines can't do anything. All they can do, they cannot do anything to harm a citizen. I looked it up. They can't arrest anybody. You know what I'm saying? They can't really, they're there to protect the governmental buildings and stuff like that. That's what they're there for. That's what they're supposed to be doing. And I don't think that let me see, I don't think well, the National Guard, I guess they can do a little more, but they're not, the Marines are not supposed to interact with citizens. So I don't even know why he called them. You know what I'm saying? He's just making the problem bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. But yeah, it's going to go on, because trust me, Leon has lost a whole lot of money messing with him. Leon has lost a whole lot of money messing with Trump. And I'm going back down, guys, get the questions at the bottom. And he's not going to let that slide. So he's gonna bring Orange Peel down. Let me just ask the Pendulum. That's my thought. He's Spirit. It's Muskrat gonna be the one to bring Orange Peel down. I'm getting yes. I don't know what he's gonna do next, but he's gonna make sure that Orange Peel stays in the light, that he's, you know, he wants to expose him. And I'm happy about that. I am so happy that we found somebody, that somebody is doing it and people are paying attention. Okay. Okay. We'll get in the middle here. Okay. I think he just knocked them in there, Mary. Knocked them in there. I'm not sure what that means, Peaceful. Nope, he didn't notify him at all. And it shouldn't have went that way. Thank you, Mary. Everyone. Yes, send a lot of energy, guys, to California. Thoughts, prayers, but I think it's going to be okay. Hopefully nobody will get hurt in the meantime, because like I said, the military is there just to protect, the Marines are there just to protect the governmental buildings and that kind of thing. So as long as they just let people protest, it's fine, you know. But then the Proud Boys are going to come in there and they're going to try to disrupt things. We already know that. Yeah, so let's send them lots of love and light, guys. And also New York. I saw today where New York is doing a lot of big protesting also. Okay. Okay. James Nolan's What did Kamala do with the campaign money since she had to pay back the money? What did Kamala do with the campaign money since she had to pay back the money? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. She used the money to campaign. Okay, let's see. That's a good one, Janine. Will he be charged with crimes against humanity? All right, Spirit. Will Orange Peel be charged with crimes against humanity? Oh, he will be. Yes. Yes. Okay, so he will be charged with crimes against humanity. Will he be imprisoned because of, yeah, no. We have to understand he's not going to prison. Mm-mm. I don't know how we're going to get justice, but prison is not an option. He'll probably play like all these other people, these other older people that get in trouble, and they'll claim, oh, and which he probably really does, but I don't even think he's going to be in the country. Curtis Yarvin. He wants to replace the democracy with a form of monarchy. Oh, okay. Let's read on him. Curtis Yarvin. Guys, if I appreciate you guys. All right. Hey, you think he's just trying to bring California to its knees? Yeah, because he can't stand, well, not only the fact that he can't stand the governor. California is a blue state, and California has a lot of riches and stuff like that too. So yeah. Spirit. Tell us about Curtis Yarvin. Curtis Yarvin. What is it we need to know about Kurt? I'm going to read on it, but I just got that. He's not going to be able to do what he wants to do. But let's just read on it. Curtis Yarvin. Oh, he's very foolish. Here's the fool, guys. Yeah, he wants to do something, but it's not going to work. Seven of Swords. People like this. Yeah, he's trying to get away with something. He's trying to play some kind of chess game. Knight of Pentacles. He's going to throw money at it, but it's not going to move anything much. We have the Hermit. I think that he's probably he's trying to figure this thing out. He really does want to do this, but it's not going to happen. Oh, here it is. Three of Swords, heartbreak. It's not going to happen. The Hanged Man. So he may continue to try this. He may think that this is something that he could do. The Page of Swords in the reverse. But he's trying to twist the truth and make people think that this is a good thing to do. And he may even be working with someone else. I'm sure he is working with others to try to help bring this together. But then we have an ending. Here's the death card right here. It's not going anywhere. Whatever he's trying to do, it's not going to work. There's going to be an ending to that. So we don't have to worry about him at all. None of those cards look good. Okay. Let's see what else. Hi, Shirley. It's what you think it is. Hi. Yeah. Allie Carter. I'll read on her seat, but I mean, I think she's been through a lot of trauma. And maybe is one reason why they can't put her on the stand, because I think, when you've had that kind of trauma, it's hard to make sense of what's true and what's not true. But I did get once that she would, energies change. And then again, I got that she wouldn't. So we'll see. Let's just ask again. Spirit, will Allie Carter testify at the Diddy trial? See, now I'm getting yes. Now, what I'm thinking is happening, some people are saying that everybody that's, and I don't know why that would be. Maybe they're just getting information from some people. Somebody said that she was testifying. So if she's testifying, see, I don't understand. Can they do something behind the scenes where they get the information from people? In a sense, she testifies without getting on the stand. Can that happen? And maybe I don't see how it can be presented to the jury, though. Maybe she could give her information, but it's not presented to the jury. Will the jury see Allie Carter testify? See, it says no. But I did hear that she was testifying already. It's just not out in the public. So, because we're getting yes, will Allie Carter testify at the Diddy trial? We're getting yes. Will she testify in front of the jury? No. So there's got to be something else going on, guys, that we don't see, that we can't see. That's all I can say, is because I have gotten yes. But I don't think they're going to put her in front of a jury, because she's so, I think mentally, she is, I think, she's struggling, and if he did all the things that she said he did, or had people do to her and that kind of thing, then she would be. I mean, listen to the ones that get up there right now and testify. It's like they don't know what was right and what was wrong and how they felt and all this kind of stuff, So it would probably be hard for a jury to follow her, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So if she maybe she's just giving up information, and that's called testifying in some kind of way. I don't know. Well, I don't think he can get rid of all of his government. Okay, Roger says Trump may garnish Elania's Muskrat's government contracts because there's some that we need. Some of that star stuff that he has up there, we need. So now I think that he will probably try to get rid of some of as much as of Elon's things as he can. I'm sure he will. He'll try to do that because, oh, Peaceful says she heard Chicago is next. Oh, I'm drinking. I made myself a smoothie. That's my evening drink this evening. Actually, my evening dinner. Just a second. Okay. Was there another question? I hope they don't come to Chicago. I hope, but it's going to end up these protests. You would think that he's got to be gone soon. Spirit. Will there be protests in Chicago because of ICE? I'm getting yes. Will the protest be there? Will the protesters be there through the month of August? No. Okay, so will the protest around the country stop by August? Will they stop by August? Okay, they will. So you know what that tells us? That he's going to be gone. He's going to be gone. Spirit, will Leon give Kamala Harris information about the interference? Will he give Kamala Harris information about the interference? I'm getting yes, but I just can't see her really trusting. I'm sure he's going to have to give her a whole lot of proof. Okay. Look into what? Kamala Harris? Okay, I think that's I'm not sure about that. Why was she? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's what you think it is. I mean, I didn't even want to read on that because to me that it doesn't sound right. Guys, we got to really stop looking at these conspiracy theories about people that we don't like or whatever and get the truth. Okay. It's what you think it is since she looked it up. Thank you. Because I was just about to do that. This is something you can look up on Google too, guys. Yeah, Sissy says she used the money to pay off her campaign debt. Why would she do anything else with it? What else? I mean, this is something that Orange Peel would do. Take people's money and use it for his benefit. I don't see Kamala Harris doing something like that. Why? Why? Thank you guys for checking on that. Yeah, I think that Alice might be giving some information behind the scenes, but she's not going to come in and testify. Uh-uh. I watch The Real all day, every day, and Diddy docket says nothing about Ali Kyra nor Lil Kim. Okay. 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 Peaceful Warrior is in the chat. I don't know. James, are you in the right place? Okay. Um, okay. Thank you. That's what you think it is. Yeah, they're just putting out bad information, saying she owes so much money. I don't know what they think she used the money for. She used it on her campaign. Oh, thank you, Good Trouble. Thank you. Okay. She took care of that. I have some other questions I wanted to ask about Orange Peel. I'm just looking at my notes. Um, go back. Well, I'm just going to ask, guys, what can we do as a collective to stop this mess? I mean, I know people are protesting and that kind of thing, but let's see if Spirit wants to give us any other information. No, you know what the first thing I'm going to ask? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to change that. What is he hiding? What is he trying to hide? True crime oracles for that. Why is he doing this? Why is he calling out the National Guard, his Proud Boys. The military. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Why are you doing this, Trump? Why are you doing this? But my lighting is really off. Okay, so why are you doing this, orange peel? Besides the fact that we know he wants to bring the United States down. I mean, that's the big picture. That's the big goal. But at this time, why are you doing what you're doing? It's revenge. Guys, it's revenge. I mean, it's because of what it's because of all the things that happened to him as far as people checking on what, the 34 felony counts. Let's just start there. And then everything else, all the court battles that he was going through, it's about revenge. That's one reason. He wants to bring an end to home, United States. There's a lot of lies. Then we got to talk about the burials in the wooded areas for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is alleged. And all the lies. He is definitely, he wants to bring the United States, he wants to bring us all to our knees, guys, because he almost got stripped of all of his power, all of his money. He was embarrassed about what was going on with him and how we found out that he wasn't really as rich as he says he was. As a matter of fact, he ran out of money. Leon had to help him with the election and all that, money-wise also, not only, fixing it, but money-wise. So, I mean, it's this last card is revenge. It's all about revenge. All the things that happened to him. Now, so he wants to bring down everybody in America because of what happened to him. Besides the fact that he doesn't want, see, he can control what happens with those files also, Epps files. He wants those gone. He can control everything. He wants everything gone. That's crazy. But yeah, they gave him the opportunity, gave him immunity and everything, the opportunity to bring down the United States of America, all its citizens, because he needs revenge. That's ridiculous. And the Supreme Court, I blame a lot for a lot of what's going on right now, because giving him immunity and you knew he was a criminal, why? Because they're criminals. There's some criminals in there too, guys. I mean, I'm just asking the question, but we already know what the answer is, right? We already know what the answer is. All right, Spirit. Will there be bloodshed in the streets of LA? I'm getting yes. They got to get him. I hope that they don't drag their feet on that lawsuit. Yeah. Okay, Peaceful says to stop their protesting because if he called the military out, and he can call the Insurrection Act, he can stop the protests. Yeah. He can stop the protest. Yeah, I guess if he could get away with it, he would stop the protest in all cities, all states. But guys, what? I just have a feeling that because of the protests in the military and you know, all this stuff going on, this is not going to be good for Saturday. It's not going to be good. Oh yeah, I got a yes on that. Nicholas, I got a yes on that. On both questions. Yep. Yep, allegedly. Oh yeah, that's true, Good Trouble. His mother had problems. I guess she didn't really take care of him. Oh, that's fine. I I was getting a little bit perturbed too with him. I was I was trying to let him speak his piece, but he was getting a little bit crazy, and Peaceful took care of him. I think it was Peaceful that took care of him. She said he's gone. No, Good Trouble. Good Trouble took care of him. So that's good. Yeah. He said all that on the news about revenge. Oh, he said that? Huh. Well, that's what's showing up. He wants revenge, guys, so he's not going to stop. And it's just like Leon said, which is true. He's trying to bring down the economy. I mean, since Leon has been having this spat with him, he's been, saying some truths. But the only reason Leon is saying the truths is because it's messing with him. Trust me, he would go for it if it wasn't messing with his money. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Is Melania in the United States of America? Is Melania in the United States of America? So she's still here. Let's see. Is Barron in the United States of America? Her son. Yes. So wherever they're at, they're probably at Mar-a-Lago, I guess, or somewhere like that. But she's never seen unless she's doing something crazy, She really doesn't want that job. Okay. She only goes along with it because, it gives her power too. She likes to be in the light. I was asking that question. What can we do to get our power back from him? Let's see what Spirit says about that. What will we have to do to get our power back? Because he's trying to control everything. If he gets the martial law, guys, we're in trouble. That means everything gets shut down. They take over the courts. They take over the police, any of the major governmental departments. They take over. He tells everybody what to do. But they said it's rare that's called, and it hasn't been called in so long. But he's even the Insurrection Act right now that he wants to call. He really hasn't called that yet either. I think what they're doing, and see, they got the right person in there to find some kind of loophole, whereas because they kind of cross over, the Insurrection Act and martial law, they kind of cross over in a sense. So they're trying to find some kind of loophole that they can, Stephen Miller, who I'm sure is double checking to make sure they can get away with something. They're trying to find that. So let's just hope and pray that, they don't. Because then he'll really be in control, and he'll be able to tell people, he'll send his army out. And when I say his army, I'm not talking about the United States Army, but all the people that he's let out of prison, all of his criminals and everything. There'll be some of them probably in every state to make sure things happen the way he wants them to happen. But anyway, how do we get our power back? Against all of this manipulation, how do we get our power back, Spirit, against all of this manipulation that's happening right now? Temperance, Page of Wands, Hierophant, Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, and I'll clarify. It looks like we're going to have to, it's saying, keep moving forward to get things balanced. Of course, we're going to have to take action. And what we want to do is bring structure back. But how? Let's keep moving forward. We have the Nine of Wands, which is about all the worry. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Coming forward with offers. Okay, I need to clarify. Clarify for me, Spirit, the Page of Wands. Clarify. Knight of Cups. Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, which is talking about, of course, we always talk about fives as meaning change, but we're talking about how there's going to be some grieving and that kind of thing before it's all over with. We know it's going to things may get worse. I'll put it that way. So we have the Hierophant. We're talking about the institutions and that kind of thing. And the institutions need to stay strong. And we need a plan to help with stopping the overseas help he's been getting. We got to have a plan for that. And then we have the Hangman. We have to see things from a different perspective because we never not really saw it coming. We didn't think it would get this bad. Of course, we've been predicting things, people, for even before he got in. If he got in, what would happen, And I know I've said before about people being out in the streets in the U.S., but who knew that it was going to be for this kind of thing here. And we knew it was going to be centered around him. And other psychics have said the same thing in the past. But now it's like we got to start looking at things from in a different way in order to help combat what is happening now. So it can't be life as usual. Something has to change. And for the Page of Wands, if we have to really look at this, guys, is we have to win at whatever cost. I think this is how we have to look at it. It's like we can't just sit back and let things happen. Whatever it takes to win, because if he wins and he becomes king, our democracy is gone. And there's no coming back from that. Okay? Because he's going to put in place who he wants to be his successor and blah, 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 blah. You know. And we're going to have to deal with people like, what's his name? Smith. So it's like plans are being put into action. And then I clarified the Knight of Cups because I wanted to know who's offering, what is this offer? Because the Knight of Cups is usually making some kind of offer, although the cups are all about emotion, partnerships, but this is more about some kind of offer. And then we have the Page of Cups, again, message coming in about an offer. And whatever it is, we need to do something quickly. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is saying in order to hold on to our democracy, we need to move fast. So it's time. This offer thing, though. I think it's really talking about, okay, what Spirit is offering us to take some action against the manipulation and that kind of thing, and move quickly so that we can hold on to our democracy. That's what I'm getting out of it. So, you know, the bottom line, when we get to the bottom line, it's all about how are we dealing with this spiritually, because it is like a spiritual warfare, you know. And if people had come together and you've been woke up, they always talk about woke. That's why they don't want people to use those words, woke and all that kind of stuff. They want to take it down because they don't really want people to understand what's going on. As long as people are in the dark and they don't wake up, then they can just continue doing what they've been doing. And Spirit is like, yeah, wake up. So until we wake up and understand who we've given our power to, and that it's not necessary to give our power to others, this has to happen. So we can see it front and center. We can see exactly what's happening, because not everyone, but I think as a collective, because of all the things that were going on, like racism and things like that, you know, the color of people's skin and, you know, the white supremacists and all that kind of thing, they took over. And the people who most thought that he was going to help them to stay in the country are the ones that are being hurt the most. You know, are the people the immigrants, the people of color that said, yeah, okay, Latino, you know, all those kinds of people, Asians that voted for him thought that he was going to help them. And when we're looking at things on a scale of color, dark, light, lightest, that's what Spirit wants us to look at, because the United States got their power by using people, dark-skinned people, to build up the United States. Okay, they got to pay for that. And now they're reaping what they sow. Okay, but we got to understand why. Got to understand why Spirit is leading us here. So, anyway, guys, I just hope that as a collective, we will all come together soon and be able to do something about this. Okay, so frightening that the orange skin fastest bum ordered his evildoers access. Yep, he did. Right, no kings, no kings. I don't know. Okay, Christine says, think the Elon fight and the LA riots somehow are a distraction to what's upcoming. Oh, that's right. Anonymous is supposed to reveal something. Okay, so they're going to reveal, guys, supposedly. This is what I read on. They're going to reveal about the election. And isn't that supposed to happen soon? I think that's supposed to happen pretty soon. Is it Monday? Do we have another week or something? Somebody knows. Kid Rock did mention that Trump showed him. Kid Rock mentioned that Trump showed him the documents? Really? Huh. Okay. I don't know why he would show them to him, but is Clarence Thomas sick in the head? I mean, he's always been sick in the head. Haven't you noticed that? Let's see. All right. Spirit. Is Clarence Thomas having mental issues? Yes. Thank you. Is Clarence Thomas having physical issues? Maybe. Is Clarence Thomas sick? Is he ill right now, Spirit? Yes. I just think he's been sick for a long time. A long time. When he got on the Supreme Court, he was already sick mentally. He don't know. I'm not even going to get into that, all of that. It's too much. It's too much. Arsino says we're not going back. Hi, Arsino. Yeah, New York City. I was watching that. Yep. I hear you saying. Yeah. The white Christians. Do you know they're trying to turn this into just a Christian nation? What about all the other people? See, this is why you got to get rid of all the other people. And then you bring in all the white Christians, and it same thing happens over again if they can do this. Because if you know your history, you know that Christians killed a whole bunch of people to make them convert. This is facts. You had to convert to Christianity no matter what you were. And that's how a lot of people lost their identity in a sense. They were told that they had to do, and they were handed this Bible that said you had to listen to your master. You have to do what your master says, right? That's how a lot of people lost their sovereignty. A lot of groups, you know what I'm saying? So they want to do the same thing again. History repeats itself unless we do something about it. But this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get away with anybody that's not straight up white or have white skin. I'll put it that way. And then if you happen to get back in, you better convert to what they want you to be. Wow. Okay, Valerie says, "Hi, Mary. I saw two readers say Kamala Harris doesn't want to clean up his mess, and I don't blame her because that's what always happens. You get mess, Black folks have to clean it up." Okay, I'm worried now. Kamala won't be president. The reader Sterling stated that there will be interim group controlling the government. Well, I thought that the interim group, I did feel like that was going to happen before she really got in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to take him out and then just all of a sudden just put her there. But I don't know if she doesn't really want to be there. I guess I could read on that. Let's read on it. Last time I did a pendulum on it, it said that she was going to be back in the White House. Okay, so let's see. Maybe something's changed, but you can't blame her for not wanting to clean up all this mess. And can she do it in 4 years? I don't think so. He's caused so much damage. All right, Spirit, tell me about Kamala and coming back into the White House. Tell me about Kamala and coming back into the White House as president of the United States. Tell me about Kamala. How is she feeling about coming back into the White House as president of the United States? Tell me about Kamala, Spirit, and how she feels about coming back into the White House as president of the United States. Okay, cut. Ace of Wands, that's action being taken. She feels burdened about it. But I think, again, we have that Ten of Wands, which means that this may be a new beginning as far as the burden goes. We have the Sun. I don't usually read cards in the reverse unless it's someone that deserves a reading in the reverse. I feel like she planted those seeds. I feel like there's still some growth there. All right, Spirit. I'm getting that she may not. Okay. Actually, this is the Ace of Wands, so there may be some kind of new action that she's talking about doing. She may want to let the burden go. This came in the reverse, so it could be that she doesn't feel like she needs all that exposure, but there's some things happening in the background with this Moon card, some secrets going on, and she is worried, of course. But we had the Queen of Cups here, so she's very emotional about what's going on. I'm just going to ask the Pendulum, but I heard that she doesn't want it. All right, Spirit. Has Kamala made a decision about whether or not she's coming back into the White House as president? Okay, she has made a decision. Does she want to still become president? Nope. That's upsetting. Is she moving on to do something different, Spirit? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'm disappointed. But I did go right to Spirit and ask, and he was like, no, she doesn't want it. Really can't blame her. I think if she had gotten back in there like a month after or whatever, before things got so out of hand, it would have been different. But no, she doesn't want it. Yeah. Spirit, will the United States of America ever have a king? No. I got that before, so the energies haven't changed. I don't think we're going to be a country of kings. No, so he's not going to be king. He's not going to be king. What? Okay, Jackie says that he has the National Guard dehydrated and hungry. Oh, really? He thinks they're going to fight for him or do something for him like that? Is that true? All right, Spirit. It's the National Guards that Orange Peel called out to control the protesters. Are they dehydrated and hungry? Wow, I'm getting yes. Okay. So, Proud Boys. I don't know why okay. Will they try to overpower the National Guard? Spirit. Will the Proud Boys try to overpower the National Guard? No. Thank you. Why wouldn't he feed them? Will the National Guard continue to work for Orange Peel? Will the National Guard continue to work for Orange Peel? No. I don't understand what his point is. What is his point? Oh, they're going everywhere. Okay. I'm just reading some of your comments. July 3rd. Oh, July 3rd. Dang, we've got to wait that long, Valerie. Wow. We still got a wow. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we all know that the election has been stolen. We know that. But what's going to be done about it? Roger says, I believe that announcement will be, disclosing information about Orange Peel on July 4th. Yeah. Colonization. Good trouble. You're right. Yeah, it's not for her to clean up. But you know what? I wouldn't want to be in that mess either if I was her. You have everything coming soon. Yeah, from the first time. That's true. Shrita said it right. God has the final plan. He has the final say in how this goes. Or energy, the energy, spirit. I say he, but we know it's all that is. And he's done a lot of damage. Yeah, keep the faith. I mean, it's crazy. But whatever this interim government is that's coming, because I always said they wouldn't just take him out and put her in. That was not going to happen. But let's hope that they're about doing things the right way. They're sleeping on the floor without any food. Did he think this through or what? Let's see. Spirit. Are the National Guard sleeping on the floor without any food? I'm getting yes. You know what? Let me ask this question, guys. Let me ask this question. Spirit. Will the military turn on Orange Peel? Will the military turn on Orange Peel? Okay. There you go. Yes. Keep playing. Keep playing. That's probably what we're going to see is them turn on him. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You're right, Roger. So he's about to FAFO. Yes, he is. He's playing too much. Hi, Linda. Okay, are those ICE people, are they the Jan 6 riders behind those masks? I think so. Yeah. Proud Boys. And, all of them. Spirit are the ICE people, the people that are in charge of picking up the immigrants. Are they the Jan 6 rioters and the Proud Boys? Yep. And he has more people that he can call out. He can call the people that he just got here from Africa. Was it 8,000 people? You know what he's doing, guys. Mm-hmm. And then he's telling people not to wear a mask. They can't wear a mask. If you wear a mask, we're going to arrest you. Really? So Pete Hegseth will pay the price for all that they are causing. Yeah. Yeah, okay. The guards were sent without supplies, Lisa Lynn says. Are those ICE people? Yeah, yeah. They are the rioters. I believe that Kamala will become president in due time. Yeah. Now, it could be 28, the next election that she'll, could be, but I don't know. If I was her, I don't know if I want it, period. But I mean, that was her destiny, though. So she still could. Will the mayor get arrested behind ICE? Will the mayor get arrested behind ICE, Spirit? I'm getting yes. How could he send them out there? I'm sure they're talking about him like, who? That's just crazy. He didn't. I won't say that. Holy Spirit, forgive me. Will the people on ICE be revealed? Sharita wants to know. Will the ICE people be revealed for who they really are? Yeah, they will be. Yeah, he wants control of Africa too. For what? He wants he don't like. Okay, this is just a distraction from the. Linda, exactly right. The Epstein files and also the election being stolen. The Epstein files, I think, is worse than anything though, because when that comes out, and including the pageants that he held, for entertainment purposes only, everything I say here is alleged. I don't know what I'm talking about. But when the things come out about the pageant, the Epstein files, and everything else he did, it's going to be bad. It's kind of reminding me of the Diddy thing. When people have all that money and they can just do whatever they want to do, they don't care. See, that's why they want to take away women's rights too, guys. That's why. Roe versus Wade. I mean, you got to look at all this from the beginning. You just stay pregnant. You just stay pregnant. And whenever I say I want it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Just take away all the rights from women. That's what they want to do. But women are not that stupid. Women are not that stupid. Nobody's gonna go for that. But that's all that's what is on their minds, is just being in power, controlling everything, controlling the finances, all the money, everything, and then they can just rule the world and do whatever they want to do. But we all know that this is not the time to play with women like that, too. We know that. I just saw that Dallas was getting ready to start. Oh, Dallas too. Wow. Oh my God. So it's gonna, yeah, well, I don't know why I'm saying this, because I already knew this summer it was gonna be bad. It was just gonna get bad. But hopefully he'll be gone soon. It's gonna spread. This is why I'm thinking Saturday is not gonna be a good day. Thank you, Zen. I want to read on Muskrat. I want to see what he's doing. I think I should read on Muskrat. Spirit, let's see what's going on with Muskrat. I think he just hasn't said anything in the last couple of days. But he's not done with Orange Peel. He's not done with him yet. It's a good thing he can't run for president, because he would try. All right, Spirit, tell me about Muskrat. What's the energy around him at this time, Spirit? What is going on with Muskrat? What is going on with Muskrat right now, Spirit? Tell us about him, Spirit, and how he plans to deal with T-Rock. Oh, the world. He's gonna bring the house down. And we have the 9 of Wands coming quickly. He's just He's just getting his act together. We have the 7 of Coins. So, guys, you see, he's planting his seeds. He's preparing. Oh, the 8 of Cups. He's watching. He's preparing. And he's planning on leaving the United States. The Queen of Swords. That's Queen energy. Cutting away. At what? Oh, the King of Coins. The King of the Money. Cutting away at the King of the Money. We have the Empress. That's Russia. I heard that Russia offered him that he could come there. And this is him leaving after he cuts down the king. And then he goes to Russia. And we have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, he's looking at the things that happened in the past with him and Orange Peel, I think. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. He's really going over and over this. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do next. He wants to end strong, though. He actually wants his money back. 10 of Coins. He wants the money back that he lost, and he's focused on that. He's planning on doing something. Well, the one thing he can't do is unless Orange Peel's people, Orange Peel can't give him all the money he lost. He can't blackmail him for it. Well, in a sense, I guess he's blackmailing him, but he's not going to get money out of it. He's just planning on making him lose everything. And then we have the Nine of Coins. Yeah. He wants to be able to keep his independence. He wants to get from, well, he is from under him. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's working on. But yeah, he's planning on bringing him down and then leaving the country. He wants to bring things to full circle and the whole world is watching him. And he wants to do it quickly. So he's just putting his plan in action, guys. He's quiet because he's trying to figure out how he's going to do what he's going to do in order to get a revenge against Orange Peel. Orange Peel wants revenge against the United States, the citizens, and he wants revenge against Orange Peel. So we'll have to see how this story all turns out. It's funny. Linda says, I don't believe those 2,000 National Guards are American troops. Governor Newsom is so upset. Will they arrest Newsom? You don't think they're all American troops, really? I don't think they're American troops. Let's see. Let's just read on it and see. Spirit. Are the 2,000 National Guardsmen that Trump has deployed, are they American guards? Saying no, so who are they? Spirit, the National Guard that Trump has deployed, are they American troops? Are they American guardsmen? Maybe. Are some of them American guardsmen? Are some of them not American guardsmen? Is it true that some of them are not American guardsmen? I'm getting yes on that. So he's had others infiltrate the American National Guards. You say some of these troops could be from El Salvador. Why do you think that, Linda? Oh, because the El Salvador president came to visit and they probably had conversations. Do we know that some of them were sent here? We have to understand that they released. Wow. So you think it was a deal? Spirit are some of the National Guardsmen from El Salvador. I'm getting yes. You're right, Linda. I'm getting yes. Oh, okay. So they released him, and we know that they lied on Garcia and said he had something to do with trafficking and all that kind of stuff, which is not true, but that's just another way to keep us looking one way while he does something else. Oh boy, he is bad. That's terrible. Mm. Well, hey, I don't know, guys. I mean, if he's able to do all these things that he's doing, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do next. The military will be around for 30 days. Yeah, Linda, what you're saying about him is right. We think that he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's not doing most of it, though. I'm sure he has some say, but his people behind him. He's about to send troops to Dallas. Oh my God. Okay, so when is this going to stop? Russians. Yeah, they're doing their, yeah, he's running the show. Stephen Miller's running the show. But they're still working on this 2025 plan. I did read that he would be stopped soon, but let me ask. Will Orange Peel be stopped from sending out troops to various states? Will he be stopped? Yeah, because Newsom is going to win that lawsuit for one thing. What? Yeah, he's definitely running the show. Pam Bondi. Okay, the guy behind the ice said after Los Angeles, Dallas, then Chicago. Wait a minute, where's it go? They said they won't stop until all immigrants are gone. Really? Oh, they're going to be stopped before that. They can't get rid of everybody there. Well, they need to go because I'm sure they're immigrants. They can't make sure all immigrants are out of America. What do they think? Do they think they own everything or what? All blue cities. Yeah. All blue states, I'm sure. Okay, he's already deployed the Marines. She Shitra, I think they're already in LA, right? They're already in LA. I mean, he's getting crazy. Linda, you say the people that got arrested last night are not able to contact anyone? No, the Marines didn't resist. They're already. Linda says she doesn't think they're American Marines. Then who? Because he got another agenda for blacks and it's not good. Yeah, I got him and his cabinet out now. Get him out and his cabinet out now. They can't even make a phone call. Yeah, blessed. They're making their way down to blacks. Yeah, yeah. They can't make a phone call. They are from 29 Palms. Marines are in LA doing, along with the National Guard and the fake ICE agents. Yeah, I thought they were in LA too, but Linda's saying they're not American Marines. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's gonna try it, but he's gonna mess with the wrong people though. For entertainment purposes only. They tried that once already. No due process for anyone. See, they already, yeah, Lisa Lynn, I hear what you're saying. They, how can they still get away with no due process when they just took him to court for that? You can't just. Okay, what is the 29 Palms Marine Base? Are those the true Marines? Are they real Marines? Are they Marines from the United States of America? So I don't know how they can get what other. Yeah, let's look at the future of ICE. Okay, the Marines are from 29 Palms Marine Base. So that would be in America, right? Future of ICE. I hope so. The future of ICE, Spirit. I don't think they're going to be around much longer. ICE, that's what I'm hearing. But let me see. Let me read. See, this stuff is going to all come to a head. Tell me about ice, Spirit. Tell me about ice. What's going on with ice? The energy around ice. Look at the entire line of guardsmen at Dallas. Very. Tell us about the future of ice, Spirit. Future of ice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what I heard is right. They're not going to. They are working on. We have the Seven of Pentacles here, but they're making plans. They're working on bringing. They're focused on bringing some structure back and stopping them. This is the Eight of Swords, like, trapping them. We have the Nine of Swords. There is a lot of worry about what's going on. We have the Ace of Cups. This is about their relationship with the government and Russia. So let's just ask, because I heard they weren't going to be around long. Okay. Is ICE going to be stopped? Yes. They're going to be stopped. Thank you. Now, I could ask when, but we know that that doesn't work when it comes to spirit time. But Spirit, will they be stopped before the month of August? Yes. Will they be stopped before the month of July? Will ICE be stopped before the month of July? Yeah. So it's coming soon. It's coming soon, guys. Somebody else had another question up here. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, people. Thank you in advance. Thank you, Catherine. She always looks out for me. I appreciate you. SCOTUS, have you biting your nails, stress me off because some are bought and paid for. Yeah, some of them are. That's why we're having so many problems. Okay, will SCOTUS step up and do the right thing? Okay, the right thing by stopping him from, because it's going to end up going all the way up to SCOTUS. Will SCOTUS stop Trump from deploying National Guardsmen. Yes. Will they stop him from deploying the American Marines? Yes. Linda says she sees police on the ground, fake troops, but no ICE. So those troops are ICE people. They have no training. So yeah, they're in LA. I don't know, guys. I just let me ask Spirit to tell us about what's going to happen with these protests. What's going to be the outcome of these protests? All right. What's going to be the outcome of these protests all around the country, Spirit? Oh, he wants to have a birthday parade? Good luck. What's going to be the outcome, Spirit, of these protests around the country? What's going to be the outcome of all these protests happening around the country? The outcome of all these protests happening around the country. Knight of Swords. King of Cups. Hangman. Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. It looks like they're going to, yeah, it's going to be more, but I need to know the outcome. I knew that. There was going to be more charging forward. I think that there is going to be somebody in charge that's going to try to calm things down. Who's that going to be? But it may be kind of slow in coming. It's not going to happen really fast. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You know what, guys? I think this is going to happen. I think we can look at this to kind of come to an end when the information comes out about the vote. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the World, things coming full circle. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to go through this until at least around that time is what I'm feeling. And then we're going to see things from a different perspective because the truth is going to come out. And this Knight is charging forward with the truth. And I really think that this is this card here is a anonymous. So we got a few more weeks of this before we really get to the truth, and we can this can stop, because that's probably because we know he's going to leave. He's going to try to get out of here. We can't do anything with him anyway, so he might. It's not like, he's got immunity. It's not like he's going to go to jail for anything that he's done. So if he leaves, that's fine, but it may be around that time that he's going to, he will have torn America up by that time. Because we're talking about today is what, the 9th. Shoot, we're talking about like almost 4 more weeks. A long time. Well, let's see. Spirit, will we see an end to all the protest when Anonymous brings out its information? Okay, we got a yes there. Spirit, is this, once Anonymous brings out its information, will Orange Peel attempt to leave the United States of America? Yes. I don't think he even has to try. I mean, I don't think he has to sneak away. He can just walk away because he has immunity, and it's going to come out that he's not the president. Okay. Spirit, will he be successful in leaving the United States of America? No. Oh. Will we find out, Spirit, that Orange Peel stole the election by around July 4th? Okay, that's yes. Will it be because Anonymous will show us all the receipts? That's a yes. Will Orange Peel still be in the United States at this time? Will he still be in the United States when we get the receipts? Okay, no. Will he have left the United States for another country when we get the receipts? Yes. So he won't be here. When we get all the information, guys, he won't even be here because he knows it's coming. But he's trying to tear down the United States before he leaves. Spirit, is Orange Peel trying to tear down the United States before he leaves the United States? Yes. Spirit, will we find out how involved Orange Peel is in the Epstein files? Yes. Is this when he will actually leave, when we get the report? Yes. It's too bad that Elon doesn't have copies of the actual report, because I think he would actually put it out. Yeah, we're going to be glad to get rid of him. He can leave at any time now. Like you said, he can go now. The California labor charged after the ICE arrest was just released on $50,000 bond. California labor charged after the ICE arrest. It was just released on a $50,000 bond. Oh, a laborer. Okay. Okay, it was just released. I read on that blessed. No, I was shocked. She won't still want to be president. We got to know. Spirit said no. So she doesn't want to be president now. Anonymous is a group of people. Anonymous is a group of people from around the world, is what I heard. It's a group of people that work together, that do things to benefit the world. Let's see if he's working with any Democrats. Spirit, is Muskrat working with any Democrats? I'm getting no. I don't think they want to work with him anyway. There will be threats this week before Trump and Sci's birthday, which may cause him to have severe heart attack at any given moment. He's about to crack. I didn't really get much on his, and when I just read on him, I didn't get much on his health, but we never know what's going to happen with him. I'll ask Sharita, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, Spirit. Will SCOTUS eventually take back Orange Peel's immunity? I'm getting yes. Spirit, will the Supreme Court take back Trump's immunity, take the immunity away from him? I'm getting yes now. The energy changed. Oh, maybe they got enough. Maybe they had enough. Finally. Maybe they might see the light. Guys, I always got no. I'm shocked. It said yes. Spirit said yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably where he's going to end up, Candice, in Saudi Arabia. That's what we're thinking. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull a card for us. And Spirit, what is it that you want us to know concerning this situation that we find ourselves in right now? I think things are going to turn around, blessed. What is it, the Spirit, that you want us to know right now? about the situation. All right. Wow. This is something I always talk about, guys. It's titled Power. 242 Power. That's the number. You are very capable. So it's up to us. Become aware of the power your thoughts, the power of your thoughts and words. Your angels want you to know that your mental state reflects every relationship, opportunity, and environment you end up in. And this is true. You guys hear the train, right? You know what that means. Um, be an impartial observer of all your thoughts and self-talk today. Your angels are listening. Your angels are listening. Guys, so don't forget that. We got to speak more. Yeah, the train is the truth. Um, we got to speak more positive. We can't just, don't give up. Don't give in to what he wants us to do, to be, and how he wants us to be. Yeah. Unique says, yeah. Okay, Neek, you got to find something fun, even if you go to some comedy on YouTube and listen to that, something fun to do so you get out of that depressed mode, because we just got to watch this. Yeah, we got to stay positive, keep your energies and your thoughts on positive things, and all we can do really is watch it as it unfolds. There's really, you know, it's Spirit has it all laid out, the plan all laid out, and it's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So try not to get depressed, everyone. I'm sending you all lots of love and light, everyone in my chat, everyone that's listening, all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, and stay positive. Don't try. Stay positive. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Good night.